All right, let's head down to sunny Florida.
Ah, sunshine and baseball.
You got it. We're diving into the Roy Hobbs World Series action.
From Fort Myers.
Straight from Fort Myers, Florida.
Nice.
It's All Saints Day, and, you know, these Diamonds, they were just on fire with some amazing amateur baseball.
It's really something, you know, to see the passion and the skill on display.
It really is. And looking at the stats, you can just feel that energy.
Absolutely. These guys are playing for the love of the game.
Yeah.
It comes through.
It shows, you know, and we saw it all.
Yeah.
Big offensive plays, pitching duels that could rival,
absolutely,
you know, the pros.
Yeah.
And some really close games.
Some real nail biters that kept everyone on the edge of their seats.
Yeah. Where do we even start?
Well, we got to talk about the mid-pen Phillies.
Yeah.
I mean, they just dominated.
They brought the heat.
They did. They really did. Against the Chicago Colts.
Yeah.
Not once, but twice.
Yeah.
And with 20 runs each time.
20 runs. I mean, that's not just winning. That's a statement.
It is. It's like they're saying, hey, we're here to play.
Yeah. And their player, Scott Ream.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, this guy was on fire.
He was unstoppable.
In that first game, 3 hits out of 4 at-bats.
Wow.
2 doubles, a home run.
Incredible.
Drove in 7 runs.
7 runs.
Single-handedly changed the game.
That's the kind of performance that makes this tournament so exciting.
Yeah.
You see these players, like, they're really digging deep, exceeding expectations.
Yeah, it's inspiring.
Totally.
So you have the Phillies racking up runs.
Right.
And then the Flint Tigers.
Oh, yeah, the Tigers.
They had their own offensive showcase going on.
They did. They started strong against the Belichinos Red Sox.
Yes.
Final score was 14-3.
But what really impressed me
Yeah.
were those back-to-back wins against the PSOF Rangers.
Oh, those were nail biters.
Those were so close.
Scores of 14-13 and 16-13.
Yeah.
Talk about a battle of wills.
Right. Every play mattered.
Every single one.
And Ricky Simmons for the Tigers, he really stepped up.
He did. 4 hits, including a home run in one of those games.
That's clutch hitting.
Oh, absolutely. And let's not forget Rick Kimball.
Oh, yeah, Rick Kimball.
Who pitched a complete game win in that second matchup against the Rangers.
Yeah, 163 pitches.
163. And 13 strikeouts.
13 strikeouts, that's insane.
You don't see that kind of stamina every day.
No.
Even in the pros.
No, it's really rare.
It is.
You know, you think about it, complete games.
Yeah.
These days, you just don't see them as much.
It's true.
You know, pitchers are often pulled.
Especially if they're facing a tough lineup.
Yeah, after a few innings.
Oh, exactly.
Especially in a high-pressure, like, tournament setting.
Right.
So to see that, you know, that stamina, that focus.
It's inspiring. It shows real dedication.
It does, you know, and it's a testament to those players, you know.
Absolutely. They're leaving it all on the field.
Speaking of big scores, did you see that Florida Lumberjacks game?
Against the Minnesota Catfish.
Yeah, 18-3. Wow.
The Lumberjacks really made a splash.
They did.
Dominated that one.
You know, I wonder who their star player was, though.
Yeah. Makes you wonder.
Our source didn't, like, mention any standout performances.
Interesting.
But somebody had to have had, like, an incredible day.
Oh, for sure.
To get to a score like that.
Someone had to be on fire. You know, sometimes it's those unsung heroes, the ones who, like, consistently deliver, even when the spotlight's not on them.
Yeah. Those are the players that, like, really make a difference.
Absolutely. They're the backbone of the team.
So we talked about, like, all the offensive power.
Right.
But we also saw some really, really impressive pitching. Jim Brower, the Dallas Redbirds.
Oh, he was phenomenal.
He shut down the Lehigh Valley Railriders.
Completely shut them down.
9 strikeouts, only 1 run allowed.
That's a masterclass in pitching.
It is, especially, you know, in a tournament setting.
Right, where the pressure's really on.
Yeah, it's not just about having a good fastball or curveball.
It's about, like, knowing when to use them.
Right, yeah.
You got to keep the batters guessing.
Yeah, and he was just in complete control.
He was in the zone?
Yeah, but he wasn't the only pitcher who, like, stood out.
Oh, no, not at all.
Darvin Gonzalez from the Orlando Braves. He threw a complete game, too.
He did, only gave up 1 run and 4 hits.
And that was against the Chicago Knights.
Yeah, and let's give a shout out to Jay Bengert.
Oh, yeah, from the Braves.
He went 4 for 4 at the plate.
Wow, so he gave Gonzalez all the run support he needed.
Exactly, that's how it works, you know?
Yeah.
Good hitting makes the pitcher's job so much easier.
Yeah, solid pitching.
Timely hitting, recipe for success.
And then we had Hector Martinez.
From the Dundalk National.
Yeah, complete game victory against the Florida Lumberjacks.
That's right, he struck out 8 batters.
8 batters.
Proving that complete games, while rare, are definitely not extinct.
No, they're not.
There's just something about a complete game that's so satisfying.
Oh, yeah. It's like a true test of skill.
Endurance, mental fortitude, the whole package.
Yeah, it's like watching, a marathon runner cross that finish line.
I know exactly what you mean.
They push themselves
to the absolute limit.
Yeah, and you can't help but just admire that determination.
It's incredible. But, we can't forget about the close games.
Yeah, those edge-of-your-seat finishes, those are classic.
The ones that come down to the final inning.
Yeah.
Those are the games that capture the true spirit of competition.
We had a couple of those yesterday.
We did.
The Dallas Redbirds.
Yeah.
They managed to pull out a 3-2 win.
Against the Orlando Braves. That was a close one.
That was a close one, yeah.
Chris Siak came up big for the Redbirds with those 2 RBIs.
Yeah, and Sean only kept the Braves' bats in check.
Yeah, he pitched a solid 7 innings.
Only giving up 1 run.
And he struck out 4 batters.
4 batters.
Nice. And then the Limeport Milkmen.
Yeah, the Milkmen.
They secured a victory against the Cincinnati Colt .45s.
That one was 6-4.
Yeah, another close one.
Chris Saylor and John Dittmer were key to that win.
Absolutely. Saylor came through with a clutch double and 2 RBIs.
And Dittmer shut down the Colt .45s.
3 strikeouts in 9 innings.
Wow.
These close games really show how much every single play matters.
Oh, yeah.
Every at-bat, every pitch.
Yeah, can completely change the game.
Exactly. It's not just physical skill.
Right.
It's mental toughness.
Yeah.
You got to stay focused under pressure.
Yeah.
And execute when it matters most.
Yeah. And speaking of stepping up when it counts, the Limeport Milkmen's outfield.
Oh, yeah. What a trio.
Alex Savory, Tito Fuentes, and Chris Miller.
Talk about a well-oiled machine.
I know, right? They combined for 6 hits, 7 RBIs.
And 3 runs scored.
Yeah, in their win against the Twin Peaks Lumberjacks.
That's what you call a strong outfield.
They were, like the guardians of the field.
Absolutely. They prevent runs, create opportunities.
And when they're hitting like that, forget about it.
It's a nightmare for the other team.
Yeah, it really is.
It's like the beautiful thing to see,
Yeah.
Teamwork and individual talent coming together.
Yeah, and that's what the Roy Hobbs World Series is all about, right?
Exactly. Passion, camaraderie.
The pure joy of playing the game.
It's all there.
We've only just scratched the surface.
Oh, yeah, there's so much more to unpack.
Of the action that went down on All Saints Day.
Absolutely. We'll be back with more highlights.
So stay tuned.
It's not always about the big wins or the high-scoring games.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's those, individual moments, the ones that make you jump out of your seat.
Totally. Those are the best.
And we saw a few of those on All Saints Day.
Yeah, like those shutouts. Those were impressive.
Oh, shutouts are something else.
Team Michigan blanked the Tidewater Drillers.
6-0?
Yeah, a shutout. That really says something.
Oh, it does. About pitching, about defense.
Yeah, everyone on the field has to be on their game.
Absolutely. It takes complete focus.
Yeah, and Mike Newstead from Team Michigan.
Oh, yeah, he was on fire that game.
4 for 4 at the plate.
Perfect game.
2 RBIs and a double.
That's the kind of hitting that can really, take the wind out of the sails.
Yeah, demoralize the other team.
Totally. And then there's the Swamp Donkeys.
Oh, yeah. They took down the Chicago North Redhawks.
10-5.
10-5, yeah.
Now, that game had a highlight.
Oh, yeah.
One of the Swamp Donkeys players hit 2 home runs.
2 home runs.
Not 1, but 2.
In one game.
He went 3 for 5 with 5 RBI.
5 RBIs. Wow.
That kind of performance can really change the momentum.
It can, yeah.
Too bad we don't know the player's name.
I know. I'd love to hear more about that.
Right. It just shows you the talent that's out there.
Yeah, so many hidden gems.
Players you might not know.
But they can really deliver.
Oh, yeah. And those unexpected heroes.
They make it exciting.
They do. You never know who's going to step up.
Speaking of exciting, the Twin Peaks Lumberjacks.
Oh, yeah. The Lumberjacks.
They pulled off back-to-back wins.
Against the Kent Muddins.
The Kent Muddins, yeah.
And they won both games with the same score.
Oh, wow. What was it?
12-7.
12-7 both times. That's wild.
Talk about consistency.
I know. It's like they found their groove.
Yeah, and speaking of finding their groove, the Mid-Penn Phillies.
Yeah, they just kept on rolling.
They did, didn't they?
Another win, this time against the NW Indiana Dogs.
15-6?
15-6, those Phillies bats.
Unstoppable.
They're on fire. And Chet Haifley.
Oh, yeah. He was a standout in that one.
3 for 4 at the plate.
And he pitched 5 innings.
Wow.
Really? Only gave up 1 run, struck out 5 batters.
Talk about a two-way player.
That's what you call versatility.
Yeah, he did it all.
It's like having a secret weapon.
It is, Someone who can contribute everywhere.
Absolutely. And speaking of making a difference, Kevin Warner from Team Michigan.
Oh, yeah, what a game.
Monster game against the South Shore Giants.
Team Michigan won 10-7.
10-7, and Warner was a big reason why.
4 for 5 at the plate.
A double, 3 RBIs, and a run scored.
He was unstoppable.
It seems like everyone brought their A game.
They did. Every team was ready to play.
The excitement kept going with Atlanta baseball.
Oh, yeah. They beat the Baltimore Crushers.
13-3.
13-3. And that game had a highlight, too.
Oh, tell me about it.
Andrew Rothenberg, 2 home runs.
2 home runs. Wow.
Drove in 5 RBIs.
5 RBIs. Talk about a power display.
Oh, incredible. That's what makes this tournament so special.
Yeah, you never know what you're going to see.
Every game has the potential for these amazing moments.
And then there's the South Bend Cardinals.
They soared past the Baltimore Thunder.
14-4.
Greg Vocchio had a solid game for the Cardinals.
Yeah, 2 hits, an RBI, and a run scored.
You know, it's easy to get caught up in those individual performances.
Yeah.
But it's important to remember, baseball is a team sport.
It is, yeah.
Every player contributes.
Yeah, from the starting pitcher to the last guy on the bench. Exactly. And that's what we're seeing here at the Roy Hobbs World Series.
Teams coming together.
Supporting each other.
With a common goal.
And with so many talented teams, who knows who will be champion?
It's anyone's guess at this point.
That's the beauty of it, the unpredictability.
The excitement.
It could be anyone.
We've seen some amazing plays.
And there's more to come.
So much more.
We're just getting started.
Stay tuned. We'll be back with more from the Roy Hobbs World Series. You know, it's incredible to see how these amateur athletes, they're bringing, like, the same passion as the pros.
The intensity is definitely there.
Yeah, and you can tell they're not just playing for, like, themselves.
Right.
It's for the love of the game.
Absolutely.
They're their teams.
The Roy Hobbs World Series, it really is a testament to the spirit of baseball, you know?
It is.
We've seen it all.
We have.
Incredible offense, amazing pitching.
Yeah, and those nail-biting finishes.
Oh, yeah. Could rival any major league game.
It's been a whirlwind.
It has.
So much action.
So much talent.
You know, it's hard to even keep track.
I know what you mean.
Of all the, like, standout moments.
It's a good problem to have, though, right?
Yeah.
So many incredible performances.
Yeah.
It just shows you the depth of talent in this tournament.
It does, yeah. Every game has the potential for, like, a breakout moment.
Absolutely. And these moments, they'll stay with the players, with the fans, forever.
Like Scott Ream.
Oh.
From the mid-pen Phillies.
Yeah, his offensive explosion.
7 RBIs in 1 game.
I know. It's the stuff of legends.
And Jim Brower's pitching.
Oh, yeah, for the Dallas Redbirds.
9 strikeouts.
1 run.
That's command.
Precision.
That's what separates the good from the great.
And then there's Rick Kimball.
With the Flint Tigers.
That complete game win.
In an era where complete games are so rare.
Yeah, it shows you his dedication.
His endurance. Yeah. It's amazing.
And the Limeport Milkmen.
Oh, that outfield?
Severi, Fuentes, and Miller.
Talk about teamwork.
They really showed us.
6 hits.
7 RBIs.
3 runs scored.
Against the Twin Peaks Lumberjacks.
Unbelievable.
It's been a privilege to have to see these athletes.
Yeah.
And as the tournament goes on, the stakes get higher.
Oh, yeah.
The competition.
It's more intense.
And, you know, it's going to be unforgettable.
Absolutely. So as we wrap up our deep dive, I'm curious.
Yeah.
With all this talent, who do you think will go all the way?
It's tough to say.
It is.
But that's what makes it so exciting.
The unpredictability.
The drama.
Anything can happen.
Exactly. So keep watching.
Keep cheering.
Let's see how it all unfolds.
Yeah.